love you. Wait till I tell my therapist about this. It's really good for my self-esteem. Alright, we fixed everything. Have you ever wondered if being backstage at a convention is like that scene from Galaxy Quest? It is. It's exactly like that. There's no difference. Literally no difference. Okay, yesterday I read from a list of all the things he was in, and he just made fun of me the whole time. So, screw him. He's been in everything, ever.
Stop you for it.
I don't wanna. I don't. But I do have a question though. Both times you've come up for a Q&A, you've told our showrunners ahead of time, say, I don't want a moderator on stage, I'm good by myself. And then both times you come backstage and say, hey, you should come on stage with me.
Well, see, the first time was pity. The second time is just sport.
Fair enough, I'm gonna sit.
You do that. She knows now. She knows. Hey, Halifax! Who was here yesterday watching the Q&A? Right, so you all have to leave so people at the back can sit down. What? Really? You do? Okay, well,
oh my God.
You did move around a bit, so
Crystal.
you look the same.
People lining up for questions. Yo, you're not gonna get to this one.
Maybe.
Really?
Some of you are wearing the same underwear, I can tell. Never a good thing. So, right, you finally got a little bit of an understanding of what Supernatural is about. I think you're sort of getting in there.
I'm getting it.
What you don't know is how the boys behave. There's this really, really tall one called Jared. Really, really tall, the moose. And there's the really, really short one in comparison to him. Jared is really 6'5" and he lies. He says he's 6'4", I think he's 6'4". And Jensen, who is, as his wife says, you know, somebody goes, oh, my husband's on Supernatural. Which one is he, the tall one or the short one? He's the like 6'1", 6'2", short one, which makes me the diminutive dwarf on the show. Misha is, I don't know what Misha is, but he's 6 feet tall, but whatever. They're all very tall. My neck is like this all the time. So they're mean. They're very intelligent, which is really scary. Because all that power in somebody so tall, and actually he's got a brain as well, it's kind of iffy. But it was the 200th episode of Supernatural is on Tuesday. And we had an incredible party that all of us threw in Vancouver. That was just incredible. Every member of the crew, every person that was associated with us was in tuxedos and ball gowns, and it was just magical. Actually getting to see our crew and every woman on our show was dressed to the nose. It was the most magical thing to see, because they all had more than 10 minutes to get ready, as they usually do. And all the guys had tuxes, and it was just a magnificent night. It made everybody really grateful for what we have, etc. And then we had one in Los Angeles, where I live, on Monday. We had one in Los Angeles on Monday. But no, I'm working in Vancouver on the show, while the three of them go down and go play. But a bunch of people are also dead on the show as well. So not only had insult to injury, there's a whole bunch of people having a really good time at the 200th party without me. Because somebody had to work, apparently. So they decided to text me, and group text me, to let me know. And I shall read you from the text and you will understand the nature of my words. This is between Jared, Misha, Jay Ackles, and M. Sheppard. Misha Collins. Hey guys, I just wanted to say, holy shit, that 200th episode screening party was the best corporate function I've ever been to. Not only was it just plain fun, but on a business level it felt like magic was happening. I haven't had that kind of creative synergy with the producers and writers in years. So glad we could make it. To which I responded, I'm dead then. Jared, I agree, Misha. What a magical gathering of talented artists and very bright minds. I felt truly satisfied upon going to bed that night and subsequently waking the next morning. I hope to be able to recreate that exact event in years to come. And then Jensen. Couldn't agree more. It was like the culmination of 10 years of hard work realised right there on stage in front of an adoring crowd. The synergy between us certainly tangible. How great. Glad I didn't miss it. If any kids in the room now, put your fingers in your ears. My response is, fuck off. Bastards. Alicia Collins. I honestly think the 4 simple words, once in a lifetime, sum it up. Oh shoot, Mark, are you getting these? I must have posted in an old text thread. Sorry about that. Disregard. Jared. Mark? Who? Anyways, either once in a lifetime or unfucking believable would be an ample 4-word phrase. All joking aside, if I missed that party, I'd have killed myself. Alicia Collins. Don't even let yourself go to that dark place. You would never miss something like that. Jared, that's true. I'm not an asshole. To which I responded, I'm on rain now. It's an in-joke, work it out, it's a CW show. Alicia Collins, I think Mark fell asleep and he's dreaming right now. Everyone be quiet, he needs his naps. Jared, that's true. Jensen, who is Mark? Jared, no idea. Misha, I think he played Lucifer on the show. That's Mark Pellegrino.
I see now why you're so angry.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if this works. Good job on that role, by the way, Mark. Very spooky. Yeah, he was great. Best Mark for sure. To which I wrote, watch it, guys. This is where you're going to really hate them the way I hate them. I've left for Halifax. There's nothing for me here. To which Jensen responds, there's probably not much for you there either. He wasn't talking about you, he was talking about me. But that is the nature of my world. They're mean. What?
Does that mean we get to keep you?
No. One would think. But no! Who's at work at 7 AM tomorrow morning? While they're asleep in their beds. No, it's terrible. So, it's a sucky life.
It's terrible.
They are very tall and very funny. Ish. Ish.
I still don't feel bad for you.
She's getting her power back after yesterday. Little does she know. It's going to be a long day. Hey guys. Don't worry about feedback, so I'm just going to go like this. Hey, what you playing? What you playing? Angry Birds? Oh, that really would have me worried. Sorry, you said. That's your sister? Cool. What are you playing? He's hiding. Yeah, I got away with kids. Who'd you come dressed as?
Castillo.
Who? Never heard of her. Hi-ho. Some of the scariest stuffed animals I've ever seen. The white thing in your lap's pretty scary too. Hey, you there at the front. Got a question?
Yeah.
Go. For me or Floyd?
For you.
Okay, go on.
I'm sure at cons you meet a lot of
Really looked miserable. She looked so miserable. She was like, yes, she was enormous. She was the biggest girl I've ever seen. And she was looking at me, and I was sitting with Amanda Tapping, of all people. And I was like, oh wow. And I looked at the girl and I said, it's okay, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. She goes, I'm just trying not to shit myself. So keep trying comes to mind. There's a million things that you try to say as a result. But the truth of it is, great thing to say. You look like Osric. Anybody know what Osric looks like? Does she look like Osric? There you go. He wears more dresses than you do. I love it. Only in Halifax. Hey you.
Hi.
Thanks for putting on your costume.
You're welcome.
I saw you earlier and you weren't wearing a costume, so well done.
Well, I didn't wear costumes, so our picture was like...
See, I think it's fantastic. I said this yesterday, but I really mean it. I think it's the bravest and most courageous thing in the world to wear your heart on your sleeve. I think it's the most magical thing that we have. And, you know, Chip used to get beaten up. God damn, synergy. So, yeah, I just think it's amazing. I think, you know, just get beaten up for wearing crap like this. That's so cool. Love it. How you doing, man? You good? What's your question?
So out of all the funny moments on set of Supernatural...
Never funny.
What was, could you tell us the story
No.
on set of Supernatural? Your favorite? Funniest story.
They're all so obscene and the thing is, everything we do ends up on the gag reel. That's the point. I mean, Elena Huffman nearly shot me last season. Seriously, the gun went off in her hand. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, she's trying to kill me. No. There's a lot of farting and stuff that goes on. But never actually at all, which makes it really unfair. But, yeah, as I say, they're everyone's very smart. They're all alphas, so whoever's the funniest at the time gets to be the funniest. It's kind of cool. Funny stories? Nah, it's all the gag reel. Or when the crew gets naked, that's always interesting. Fucking joking? You can't say happy ending in a massage parlour. Because apparently it has sexual connotations. To which he pointed out, the words happy ending have sexual connotations in a bus stop. I mean, it makes no difference. And then we changed it and ended up with, if I was looking for a soapy massage, I'd
Line?
call Dr. Phil. I'd call Dr. Phil.
I don't like that as much as the first one.
But it was funny. But I like that stuff. But it's kind of fun.
Did you just say that you had nude sex scenes?
Lots of them.
So but you can't say happy ending in a massage parlor.
Absolutely. You know my favourite one? You know my favourite thing is about standards and practices? We did an amazing episode where there's all these prophets that are all lined up around the table and they have no idea that they're prophets. But I'm there to scare Osric's character, like basically, if I kill, you know, I can kill you because there's another 20 of you afterwards. And these guys have no idea what they are, which is really funny. And so this woman says something to me and I raise her in the air, click my fingers and she explodes. She explodes using about 40 litres of blood, which is the most amazing stunt I've ever seen in my entire life. First of all, the stunt guy had to go up 20 foot in the air. I flip, bam, and there's a special pump mechanism that sprayed blood everywhere. And I mean everywhere. You've never seen so much blood in your entire life. And the funny joke was they took me out of the shot and re-digitized me back in afterwards, so I never had any blood touch me at all, and everybody is obliterated. Right? We did all of this, it took like half a day to shoot and all this stuff, and they suddenly went, you're not allowed to blow up a woman on television. Because she wasn't a demon. If she was a demon, we could have blown her to smithereens. But because she was just a woman, we weren't allowed to do it.
That's bizarre.
It's bizarre and amazingly sexist. And demonist.
Specious discrimination.
I set the mother on fire, that's fine, we can't blow her up apparently. There you go. What's your question?
I actually have a joke for you.
Oh, good. That's actually the first time anybody's ever done that.
What's Crowley's favorite TV show?
I don't know. What is?
Hell's Kitchen.
I walked all the way up here for that. I flew to Halifax, right? I've been in Ottawa, for God's sakes. Nobody goes to Ottawa.
Nobody comes here either.
I'm here now.
Thank you for coming.
I love the panic. Thank you for coming. No?
No.
I have a mic. See this thing?
Oh no, I mean this mic for other people.
No, they're there. Whoa, they get sassy in Halifax next time. Yes, passive-aggressive Canadians. You're not polite, you're just passive-aggressive. It's true. Thank you for noticing. See? This is terrible. It's so lovely. How badly do I want to call into your radio show?
Very badly. You gave me your email
I
address.
did. We're going to have to link up and do this.
We're going to make it happen.
Definitely.
You're going to be on my show, though.
Yeah,
I know I'm on yours right now.
You have the dump button.
I have to watch.
You have the dump button.
Yes, we call it something else.
It's called a dump button in the rest of the world. Because you dump the caller.
I won't dump you. As much as you may annoy me, I won't dump you.
When are you getting married?
August.
We don't have much time. She's so cute. She's good too. She's really good at her job too, isn't she?
I wouldn't know her from Halifax.
You're going to have to catch up with her. You're available on the internet, are you not?
Yes, I am.
Where did they reach your show?
Live105.ca.
No excuses, huh?
You can listen to my show and find out what I'm all about, and I'll eventually watch his show.
I'm not checking it.
Figure out who he is.
You got no choice. Eventually I'm on every show on television. That's the way I do it. I'll just be ignoring you up here. Go ahead.
In regards to the process of auditioning and rehearsing.
Jesus Christ, that's some long words in the first sentence. Dear sir or madam.
But in that process, do you prefer TV acting or stage acting?
I did some stage acting, won some lumps of wooden brass. It's fun. My dad's an actor who was in the Royal Shakespeare Company for years and did what he did. Hey, it's hard to find stuff on stage that I really want to do. Does that make sense? I like playing music on stage. That's my idea of fun. Live music, television's great, film's great.
You can sing for us.
I'm sorry. I like this man already. I think he's brilliant. I'm not going to ask you damn questions.
Oh, that's good because it's not mine.
There's a really tall moose behind you.
Yes, I am aware.
Now you know my world feels like. I actually think I have PTSD as a result. It just picks me up and shakes me awake.
That's absolutely terrifying.
Couldn't sound more bored if he tried.
If you're looking for treatment for moose-based PTSD, you come to the right country.
PTSD, moose-based post-traumatic stress disorder. It's brilliant. I want that on a t-shirt. MB PTSD. Fantastic. Thank you, Floyd.
You're welcome, Mark.
She has her moments.
So passive aggressiveness doesn't just happen towards Americans.
It's internally directed as well, yes.
Wow. Self-hating country.
It's worse that I've never actually heard her show, so really.
Jesus! Thank God it's not me, thank God it's not me. Go on, sir.
Don't worry about it, I've never seen your show either. Personally, I preferred you in Leverage.
By the way, go sit down.
Before I do, I just want to say for the record,
No.
you wouldn't let me ask the question. I also want my phone back.
works for the Halifax Tourist Board. It's my welcome committee. Oh, it's his phone?
Also, I'm not actually from Halifax.
He's not really Canadian either.
I'm from New Brunswick.
So he's not really Canadian either. Hey, I'm not supposed to admit you're from New Brunswick. Come on, give me a little love here. That'll be $50, please. Give it to my assistant.
If you want it, you come and get it.
Later, darling.
That is the 4 Points Sheraton, 2013.
Is that the year you were there?
Maybe?
Follow that.
That was really uncomfortable to stand behind.
Ah, it's a New Brunswick thing. Moving on. They get
Sit next to
colder.
him too.
You do?
Yeah.
Don't tell me you sleep with him.
Actually, my fiance is shorter than you, so you can feel good.
Shorter than me?
Yeah, he's Asian.
How amazing. You said that? What is wrong with you? Holy shit. What?
That's what he says about me.
What's he saying about you?
He says that I'm an Irish alcoholic.
And the problem with that is what? We all are Irish alcoholics.
My question
Have you ever thought of dating somebody else? Your fiance. You couldn't find anyone else? We couldn't find anyone else that size. Does he fit your car or something? Is there a specific reason? You got a very small bed? Ah, that's what it is. Come on. What's your question?
Well, I was wondering, you're in a lot of really awesome sci-fi.
Yes, that's not a question.
I'm leading up to it. Were you a sci-fi fan? Was that intentional to do a lot of science fiction, or did that just happen?
It just happened. Sci-fi's where all the stories are at.
Yeah? What was your...
Yes.
What do you think? What's your favorite sci-fi ever?
Ever?
Yeah.
It's really difficult. Firefly. Yes. I do. I noticed you were in that one. I didn't know that one. Badger. But I don't know if it would have been my favorite had it not been canceled and therefore remained as this this one perfect.
I think you should be cancelled after season 2.
Well, it's Serenity, obviously.
Yeah, but that's different. It's very different.
It's difficult though too.
Apparently, the only reason I wasn't in Serenity was so he didn't have to kill me. That's why he rented the twins, so he could kill them. Seriously. You got to remember that Joss created Badger for himself. When I met Joss, he had a beard. Like street, I was like, why do you got a beard? He's like, and then we were doing the big scene at the beginning of the episode, Serenity, and that big massive scene took all day. And he was getting really serious about stuff. And he was writing everything and trying to be really serious about it. And then Adam, who's an old friend of mine, goes, you do realise he wrote it for himself. I'm like, ah. So that's the reason why. So they wouldn't let him do it because apparently he's not the greatest actor.
Second favorite would be Stargate SG-1.
I have so many fans on that show, never seen an episode in my life. Never
Check
have.
it out.
No.
I'll lend you my...
The original Stargate?
My
you mean?
box.
Oh, the original Stargate?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, the first season was really
Yeah.
good. I saw bits of that.
Well,
I didn't see any of the other ones.
Can you lend me Supernatural though? Because we can do a swap.
I'll send you Supernatural.
I know it's on Netflix, but I wanted to give you stuff.
You can start at season 5. It's kind of like Doctor Who. All the good stuff starts at season 5. It's a good mix. It's all stories though. It's because you love the stories. You like the sort of the wagon train thing of it.
The stories, yeah. And Michelle Forbes said something very interesting about it yesterday. It's dissecting problems of morality and complex issues in the future helps us deal with them better in the present.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
That was always the idea. That's why the writers
That
are
would
doing
be
this.
an
It's cool.
animal-related nickname. Which animal do you think would be the most?
Can you say Crowley again? That was really cute.
Crowley.
Careful, she's bigger than you.
I think I'm bigger than most people.
Not lying down. How'd you get whoa out of that? I mean, you have to think about it, then you have to picture it, and then you went whoa, but what's the whoa? It's not like you brothers, whoa! Now it's like lying down, whoa! It's because everybody else did it, isn't it? You're all Canadians. You said whoa, we better say whoa. We're not sure why we said whoa, but we said whoa anyway. Whoa!
Sorry, yeah.
You just look like you're about to applaud every minute. Oh, it's on your head. News. What was the question again?
It was what animal?
So anyways, like, it's kind of fun though. Halifax is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know you guys would be here. I mean, I thought it was going to be like really strange, stodgy place. It's actually one of the coolest places I've ever been to.
Thought we were just...
You guys are actually the antidote to the brochure of Welcome to Halifax. I would redo the brochure of Welcome to Halifax and take pictures of you all and put it in it. Take all the people with cameras, take all the tourists with cameras away, and you would end up with real people like this, which is kind of amazing to me.
And moose.
What? What's up? Did you have a question?
It was what?
Can you hurry up?
I asked it, and then you made fun of my pronunciation of Crowley.
Pronunciation.
The question was, if Crowley got an animal-related nickname, what would it be?
I don't know. You're rethinking that question? I love the fact that you have to actually crouch down because the microphone's still not got any higher.
Okay, I'm getting really, really strong thighs.
Well, that's my fantasy for the weekend. I got a person. You have to be careful, the air is a little thin. She's so pretty too. Yeah, she's beautiful. And she's wearing pantlers. Really? You guys having a debate?
Sorry, what?
You sure we never went out?
We can go right up to the
I love how she says that, it's passive aggressive, but she's blushing and really embarrassed. Which is Canadian.
Canada, that's it.
I get it. I'm beginning to understand. It's taken me 21 years of being in this country to understand you guys. Fuck you, but are you okay?
Does play?
I love the sweater.
Gender bend Aurora.
What? Explain.
Canadian X-Men. The other one's right there.
Yeah, okay.
Sarah?
Yeah, I see it.
Stand your ass up.
She won. There she is. Snow cones.
My question is, being so known for playing the devil, do you find like the
I'm not the devil. Watch the show.
whatever?
Come on, whatever? You whatever me? Sit down.
No. Do you find the irony in saying "God damn it" and stuff like that? Like
Is somebody talking? Because I can't hear it. You're getting all weird religious on me now.
God, that way.
You really want to ask me a question?
Yes.
So I have to say sorry first. Sorry. Okay, what's the question?
Do you find saying like in your usual word use like "God damn it" and like "damn it all to hell" by playing someone who may not be the devil? Like does that like affect it? I was like, wait, that's me doing that job. It's like me, Janice.
I'm going to ask you a question. It's a really simple question. I'll take your time. Ready? Are you from New Brunswick?
No, my hometown no longer exists, because that's Nova Scotia for you.
Oh yeah.
I'm so sorry.
He left and they closed it behind him. They hated him
We
that
left,
much.
Anne Murray left, and they just shut it all down.
Which has happened twice in my life, actually. The other one was in Newfoundland.
There's so many places they can hide.
It didn't work for Toronto, though. I tried to get that one shut down.
Do you have any abandonment experience? It's brilliant. So basically, you've been damned all to hell.
I live in Dartmouth, too, so that's even worse.
God, it's like a class war here. Go sit down, I feel bad for you. Go join the rest of the seamen. It's Canada. Ah, God. What a day. Come to Halifax, they said. Have a good time. Interesting footwear. I'm loving it. It's just funny. Hey! Speak up.